Hey guys, welcome to Dab. So right here, I got my chalk paint and I just painted all my wooden letters with the chalk paint. So I'm just making sure that with my paint, I'm getting in all the nooks and crannies, every crevice on each side, everything. So I'm just adding a second layer of paint to my letters. So after your paint has fully dried on your letters, you're going to just get a paintbrush and just paint that bad boy with some Mod Podge. As you can see, I'm painting it on very heavy. So I take some of these iridescent chips and I sprinkle it over everything, making sure every piece is covered, and later pat it down. So with this stencil brush, I'm going to take that brush with this yellow chalk paint and I'm just dabbing it and blotting it onto the project. I'm not using any strokes. I'm actually patting it down to get the project painted. Also, I'm using a small paintbrush to also use the same dabbing technique on the inside layers of the project. So you guys, now it's time to add that second layer of paint to the project. Remember the same technique, just dabbing it on, patting it down on the front, the sides. The only thing I really didn't do was the back, since that's not going to be showing. But other than that, just keep that same dabbing technique. So everything is good and dry. My chips are good and dry. I'm just taking all of those chips, brushing any excess off and scraping anything off so I can really see them more clearly, and just sending them off to the side for a second. So I'm just taking some Mod Podge and I'm just painting them over my wooden letters that I've already sprinkled with those iridescent chips, because I want to make sure those stay on. So I'm just making sure I seal them with the Mod Podge to keep everything together. So I found some other little accessories, some other wooden pieces I'm going to add to the project, and those I'm just painting right now. 2 little wooden hearts, a number 1 sign. I'm just getting those painted up right now with red and silver paint. So right here, I'm just finishing up with my wooden hearts. I'm just adding a little bit of UV resin to them. I'm going to cure them, and I'm going to add some other little decorative designs to my hearts. So I'm taking those letters and I'm just lining them up on my project just so I can just see where the placement should be, how they look. Once I like where they are, how they fit, I'm just going to glue them down with a little bit of E6000 glue. So this might be hard to see in this scene, but I got my number 1 and I put glitter all around it. And now I'm just sealing that in with some Mod Podge Dimensional Magic just to seal all that beautiful glitter in. So those 2 hearts that I was working on earlier, I'm taking the smaller one and the bigger one and I'm gluing them together. That's just basically what I'm doing. I'm trimming off the ribbon that I placed on there earlier with those embellishments. Just made a few little bow ties just to add to the theme. So I'm just cutting those extra pieces of ribbon off that are too long. So I take my screw eyes with some E6000 glue and I'm just gluing down my screw eyes onto the project just to create this hanging effect. I'm doing it to the top and the bottom and also adding E6000 glue on top just to secure them. So I have some old divider paper that goes in the notebook. I took that, I glued my number 1 and my hashtag sign that has been previously painted. And I know the number 1, we added the glitter on it. So I just took those and I glued that onto, yes. You guys, this is some beautiful like foam, glittery foam. I went, got my brother machine, my brother scan and cut. I cut out the words teacher in that, and now I'm just cleaning it up with a few scissors, weeding out any extras that I need to weed out. And now I'm just adding that on also onto that same divider that we had earlier. As you can see, I'm going to also glue this down on here. So I'm cutting out the teacher design and I'm cutting out the number 1 design. Just trimming it up, making it look really, really decorative, even though it's see-through, but you're not going to be able to see it too much. But I'm still just trimming it up just to make it look very even and symmetrical. So I'm just taking a little bit of UV resin and I'm adding it onto the sides. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to adhere and just make a beautiful glossy background and just seal everything in just better. I just love making sure that everything is sealed. Now I'm doing the same thing with the teacher wording. I'm just sealing that in also the same as we did the number 1 earlier. So I'm just drilling a hole at the bottom of my project so that way I can adhere my embellishments. And also I'm adding a screw eye to that as well. So I'm just got a hole puncher and I'm just punching out a hole on top of my teacher, and I'm punching 2 holes into my number 1. So once I finally grab my metal ring, got it. Okay, so I'm going to place my metal rings. I have some metal chain and also the embellishments that I made earlier with the number 1. All of these things I'm going to arrange on my project. I am going to need a pair of those cutting wires, or really honestly you're going to need probably wire strippers. The wire that I have is so thick, you guys. I cannot cut those with those cute little metal pliers. So right here I'm just arranging everything like how I want it to look. Now, I thought it would be cute for a little something extra, so that's why I put this here. So I'm just flipping everything over now because it seems ready. Everything seems done. I'm doing some measuring now so I can get ready to put my back on to hang it on the wall. I have to actually grab these pliers to nail it on because the nails are so small I can't hold them with my hands, and you guys, the screen is finna to shake because of the hammer. Ooh, girl, here we go. Isn't it gorgeous? I am just so in love with this project for my daughter's teacher. She loved this project. I was in love with this project. Thank you guys so much for watching this content, and please subscribe